There's a Spider-Man Brand New Day theory that confirms Spider-Man is getting more than one suit.
How do you know he's going to have more than one suit?
So this week we got a lot of new looks at Spider-Man's new suit. But if you look at the first teaser, right? You look at the logo on the first teaser, there's this diagonal line that's like intersecting the legs of the spider, right?
Yeah, going through both legs.
Right. But if you look at the next teaser where he's actually in the suit, you don't see that line. That line's not there. So it's proving that these are two different logos. And I get it. Some people are saying that it's just the back of the suit. But the back of the suit is blue. So how is it the same suit?
Oh, what the heck?
The logos are completely different.
Yeah, I guess it is different. It's not intersecting.
Right, but if you look at every Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, every single movie, he gets a new suit. So each movie has at least two suits. So the theory is for Brand New Day, he's probably going to be fighting Hulk and possibly fighting Punisher. So the theory is his suit is going to get completely destroyed. And if you go back all the way to She-Hulk, Jen actually has a tailor make a suit for her that could fit her and fit She-Hulk. And then we see that same tailor makes the suits for Daredevil, and he says he makes the suits specifically for combat. This tailor will be the one to upgrade Spider-Man's suit after he fights Hulk and Punisher, because do you really think the suit that Spider-Man sewed together in his apartment is gonna last after fighting Hulk?
It does make sense that Tom's gonna get another suit, right? Because every movie he gets another one, and I feel that, yeah, he's gonna need a new suit after fighting Hulk.
Right, I mean, you see in No Way Home, he's literally sewing it together in his apartment. Like, this suit is not gonna last.
Yeah. When you think about this, if he's going to fight the Hulk, I mean, sure, Spider-Man should evade the attacks pretty well. But I think what's the fun in that, right? Spider-Man's got to get hit a couple times.
Right, and also if there's so many villains in this movie, right, it's not just like he's fighting Hulk and possibly Punisher. He's going to be fighting all these villains.
Right.
So they're going to mess up his suit. Like Scorpion, you don't think he's going to like jab him a couple times with his tail?
Or at least cut the suit a couple times, yeah.
Right. So he's going to have to get another suit because he's not going to be the one repairing his suit all the time, I wouldn't think.
Well, in the comics, he does repair his suit a lot.
Right. But why would they have this tailor in there that creates suits specifically for She-Hulk and specifically for Daredevil?
So my theory is this, that I feel like the tailor's going to help Spider-Man build another suit.
Yeah.
And he'll know how to make a suit to be able to beat the Hulk.
Okay.
Because the tailor knows how to make a suit for She-Hulk, right? So he'll know how to make one to be able to defeat Hulk.
Oh, like actually like beat him.
Yeah, or like at least contain him.
Interesting. So you think like he's gonna make like a suit that's like crazy upgraded?
I don't think it's gonna be crazy.
What would that suit even look like if it's created to defeat Hulk?
It would look like Iron Spider.
Yeah. Or it could be like a Hulk buster-y thing, but I don't think they would give Spider-Man a Hulk buster.
No. But I think a lot of people are gonna get some cool suits. I think Punisher's gonna get some upgrades and it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, I think they're making suits that could withstand the power of Hulk and not like rip all over the place when Hulk is like doing all the Hulk stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's the kind of suit they're going to go for. Like, it's going to be probably the same-ish design, like how we have this final swing suit. Everybody loves the final swing suit.
Yeah.
But I think that they're going to keep somewhat the same design. It's just going to be able to withstand Hulk.
Yeah, I think that's a good theory. And I honestly think what I'm most excited for this movie, too, is for all the fans to go crazy when Savage Hulk comes back, starts breaking down buildings and screwing up stuff and making a menace out of himself.
Okay, so do you know the crazy Brand New Day theory that confirms that Daredevil will for sure be in this movie?
No, but it's interesting how like they confirmed the Punisher already, but not Daredevil.
Yeah, so a lot of people are saying that the villain Ramrod has been confirmed for Brand New Day alongside Boomerang, Tombstone, Tarantula, Scorpion, and possibly Mr. Negative. But what's crazy about Ramrod is like he's this crazy cyborg superhuman that has like super strength, super speed, and like super durability. But even though Spider-Man does fight Ramrod in the comics, Ramrod is actually more of a Daredevil villain than a Spider-Man villain. And his first comic book appearance was actually in a Daredevil comic. So the theory is the hero that's going to be fighting Ramrod is more so Daredevil than Spider-Man, because I feel like a lot of these villains are going to be like side villains and there's going to be like only 1 to 2 main villains.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It does make sense that Daredevil should be in this movie.
Yeah, because how do you confirm Punisher for a Spider-Man movie, but you don't confirm Daredevil when he was already in a Spider-Man movie?
I mean, there's a lot of things, right? How do you confirm Punisher, Spider-Man in New York City without Daredevil there?
Yeah.
Daredevil's in Hell's Kitchen in New York.
Right.
And at the end of Daredevil Born Again Season 1, we hear the Spider-Man theme playing in the background.
Exactly.
I mean, it's setting up for Spider-Man to collab with Daredevil. It has to happen.
See, I'm starting to wonder now, is Spider-Man and Daredevil going to be working together? And it's going to be like, there's these 3 teams, okay? There's Spider-Man and Daredevil. Then there's Punisher solo and Hulk solo, okay? Because I don't know if they're going to all of a sudden work together. You know what I mean? I feel like there has to be some sort of like, they don't know each other at first. So like, obviously, Daredevil knows Spider-Man. So I feel like they could work together. But Spider-Man does not know Punisher.
Right.
And if we're going to get Savage Hulk, he's not going to be on anyone's team.
Yeah. You know, as we're talking about this,
yeah,
what really is weird to me is this, how Spider-Man doesn't know Punisher.
Right.
But the Netflix show never explained how they transitioned into the MCU. The Netflix Daredevil and Punisher shows, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage,
right.
there's never been a clear explanation on how they joined the MCU.
Oh, so you think we're gonna get that in Brand New Day?
I mean, okay, am I just stupid, or is that?
Well, no. You're not. I'm not saying you're stupid.
I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying, like, am I wrong, guys? To all the people that are viewing this video, do you feel that that's been answered? How Daredevil and Punisher are in the MCU? I mean, I get it. Charlie Cox is in No Way Home. Right? And people may say, oh, the reason why Daredevil and Punisher are now in the MCU is because of No Way Home's The Spell. But Daredevil was in the MCU in No Way Home before Peter made that mistake with The Spell. So I'm not really sure how that makes sense.
I almost feel like they just put him in. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like since they put Daredevil in, that automatically brings over Punisher.
I mean, if anybody knows how this whole Netflix crossover happened and can make sense of it other than just saying they popped him in, I mean, I feel like Marvel is so good about like connecting all the dots and explaining things. That's why I'm kind of confused. Maybe I just missed it, and I'm shocked that I have. But there's got to be some explanation on how Daredevil and Punisher, Jessica Jones, how they're going to enter this universe.
That is true. We do need some sort of explanation. But another theory that we talked about for Spider-Man Brand New Day is Venom coming back. Now, there's a lot of crazy evidence about this, okay?
Yeah.
So now, Destin Daniel Cretton, the director of Spider-Man Brand New Day, his assistant actually posted a picture on the wall in the background. You could see 2 Spider-Man comics. Now, those 2 Spider-Man comics were Spider-Man vs. Tarantula and Spider-Man vs. Boomerang.
Yes.
Now, Kevin Feige has said that Destin has like 8 to 9 comics on a wall, and the comic book covers he's actually going to bring to life in Brand New Day, okay? So what's crazy about this is on one of the comics, on the Spider-Man vs. Boomerang comic, you actually see Venom's face in the top right corner, and it says "Miss Me?" ? And then it says Venom lives right next to it, which is absolutely crazy. It's just weird timing that the last Venom movie, Venom dies, right? So now we have a comic saying "Miss Me? Venom lives."
Yeah, it is really interesting how, of all the comics, the Destin Daniel Cretton's assistant knows, like, when you post a picture like that, like, the world's going to see it.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be trying to analyze it. So to have that little Venom picture right there, it tells a lot. And then
is insane.
And then talk about the Scorpion.
Right. So Michael Mondo, the actor who plays Scorpion from Homecoming, is actually returning to reprise his role as Scorpion. Now, he posted on his Instagram story a comic art of Venom standing next to Scorpion. And then he also posted Scorpion action figure. Now, the Scorpion action figure is wearing the comic book accurate Scorpion suit. So it basically confirms that we are getting like a comic accurate Scorpion, but we're also possibly could be getting a Venom. And I also saw people mentioning that this possibly could be Scorpion getting the symbiote. And it could be hinting at that. But also, I think it kind of confirms that we're going to get a hint to what happened to the 616 symbiotes. Because we saw in No Way Home, Venom left some symbiote in the 616 universe. So I think we're going to get a little bit of an answer on that. And then also, how is the symbiote going to start making its way to Tom?
Yeah, because we know, according to Daniel's theory about the Venom symbiote, it's still in the 616 universe, right?
Right.
So if it's still in the 616 universe, it's got to make its return somehow.
And I really wonder, are they going to give that to Tom before Doomsday, or are they going to wait till Secret Wars to do it? I would think they're going to wait till Secret Wars.
Because in the comics,
that's when he gets it.
That's when he gets the symbiote.
In the 84 Secret Wars, right? I think issue 8, he gets the symbiote suit, and that was like the first like big moment where we see the black suit.
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point from Brand New Day to Secret Wars, we're going to see some hints of the symbiote, like that little remnant that was left behind from the Venom The Last Dance. Or Venom Let There Be Carnage?
No, it was left in the post-credit scene of No Way Home.
Oh.
But the post-credit scene of Let There Be Carnage transferred them to the 616, and that's where we see like Venom like lick the TV, right? He goes him, and it's Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Right. Okay. So I feel that there's got to be some kind of callback to that moment.
Yeah.
Of the Venom still being around, the symbiote, because I do feel Tom's got to get that symbiote suit soon.
Yeah. And what's crazy about this too is it's been confirmed that this Spider-Man will be a very dark Spider-Man. I think some people were saying like it's gonna be like Kraven's Last Hunt, that comic run. It's gonna be that like type of dark. And it's like this super dark Spider-Man where like Kraven basically like buries Spider-Man alive. And it's that whole shot of like Spider-Man like breaking out of the grave in the comic.
Yeah.
But I think that storyline is supposed to be like it's going to be that tone of dark. So we already know we're getting a dark Spider-Man. So the symbiote tying in with a dark Spider-Man would make a lot of sense.
I think it's going to happen.
And then also the next theory we talked about was Mr. Negative showing up. Okay. Now what's crazy about this theory is on set, we saw this huge tank and it looks like there's an Inner Demons logo on this tank. So I thought it was safe to say that Mr. Negative will for sure be showing up in this movie because we see the Inner Demons logo.
Right.
Now, what's crazy about Mr. Negative, we all know Mr. Negative can corrupt people with his like Mr. Negative powers and basically like control them. So in the comics, there's this amazing Spider-Man comic where Hulk is in it, and it's Professor Hulk. And we know in the MCU, we have Professor Hulk right now.
Right.
And in this comic, Professor Hulk gets exposed to a virus that changes him back into Savage Hulk, and Spider-Man has to fight Savage Hulk. And they're basically going through the city having this big fight. So the theory is in Brand New Day, Mr. Negative could corrupt Professor Hulk, changing him back into Savage Hulk. And that's how we get this whole Savage Hulk back.
Yeah, I think it's a very valid theory. I also feel that tank, I've been seeing more videos of the tank.
Yeah.
And the tank has these turrets on it, and it just looks very Punisher-like.
Yeah.
Now, there were a lot of reports that the Punisher is going to be driving that tank that we see in the No Way Home. The Brand New Day leaks. So, do I think that maybe that tank is not Inner Demons and it's the Punishers?
Or is it Punisher stealing an Inner Demons tank?
Sure. There's definitely some weapons on there that looks very Punisher.
Yeah.
A lot of new footage of close-ups of that tank are coming out, and there's actually a turret, and the gun looks very similar to like a gun that I thought in Born Again. With the Punisher
in his room.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that changes a lot, but it still could be Inner Demons because that logo looked very Inner Demon-like.
Yeah, and I just don't see the Punisher rebranding to that logo.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were saying that it could be like Punisher's new logo, but we did see like John Bernthal's new suit for the Punisher special.
Yeah.
And he has the same logo still, like the big skull.
If you ask me, if they bring Punisher into the MCU without having that big skull,
yeah,
in the first MCU movie that he's going to appear in, I mean, come on, guys. I feel like it's such a missed opportunity. We want the skull.
Right.
That's why I almost feel like maybe could it just be like a decal that he likes?
Yeah.
He likes it, so he wants to just put it on. Like, you know?
It's just like, I just want that on my tank.
I like it.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, there have been reports that the Inner Demons and Mr. Negative won't appear, but then I also don't, it doesn't, it's not really adding up to me.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe that logo's on there to throw people off, and then in the movie, there's going to be a skull on it. Who knows? But there's also something about this part of it, too, where the tank, right, if it's the Punisher's tank, there's a part of me that feels that he wouldn't want to put his own logo on the tank. That's kind of like not his thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's so, like, egotistical, like,
right, it's
look
not
at me.
him.
It's the Punisher. I'm the tank.
Yeah, he's more like, I'm just going to go out and do whatever I want.
And do what I have to do.
Yeah.
That's why I just think maybe that logo is just there to throw us off, and it's just the Punisher's tank, and he's, going after Spider-Man.
Maybe that logo is absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
It could just literally be like a decal, like you said.
Yeah. I do feel like there's so many reports that Punisher's driving that tank.
Yeah.
That the only way that I feel like the Inner Demon thing makes sense is that if Punisher steals the Inner Demon's tank.
Right.
But we know that John Bernthal is supposed to be driving that tank.
Yeah, and I also think, like, if they're seeing this shot being shot on set, and if it's John Bernthal supposed to be driving the tank, don't you think at some point we're going to have to see him get out of that tank?
Yes.
So, I mean, it's weird that we're not seeing that.
If I remember correctly, I think they're doing 3 weeks of shooting in Glasgow.
Really?
On those streets, like and they close out 60 streets or something, right?
Oh, yeah, you did say that. 60 streets they're closing
So we still have a long time to go.
Yeah. I just feel like if they're shooting this big tank scene, they're shooting that scene where, like, it looks like Tom's, like, lifting up the latch of the tank. You would think we're going to see a Punisher come out.
Yeah, if he's opening that latch, he's pulling the driver out.
Right. So is he going to be pulling out Punisher, or is he going to be pulling out an Inner Demon? We don't know. But I think he's pulling out an Inner Demon because I feel like we would see John Bernthal on set.
Yeah, you're right. Because whoever he pulls out could also be CGI. He'll just pull him out.
And throw him out.
Yeah, and he webs them.
Yeah. I don't know. But those are some Spider-Man Brand New Day theories. Stay tuned for more. I'm sure we'll have some more soon.
Well, guys, if you made it this far on the podcast, thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you guys next week on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
We'll see you on TikTok.
God bless you guys. See ya.
Love ya.